Game blog, Cardinals get walk-off W, and good news on Holliday. The Cardinals secured the 4-game sweep of the Padres in dramatic fashion at Busch Stadium on Thursday night. The come-from-behind 6-5 win that included a scare the 95 mph fastball to the face of left fielder Matt Holliday before rookie shortstop Aledmys Diaz prompted a raucous celebration with a walk-off single. "Just a great game," Cardinals manager Mike Matheny said after his club secured its first 4-game series sweep at home since 2010. With the bases loaded and 1 out in the 9th, Diaz ripped a sharp line drive to left field on a full-count pitch by Padres reliever and former Cardinal Carlos Villanueva. The All-Stars teammates spilled from the dugout and swarmed around him after he drove in Tommy Pham. "Pretty exciting," Diaz said. "I think it was the second one walk-off in my career. The first one came when he played in Cuba. The second improved the Cardinals' record to 51-44 and dropped the Padres to 41-55. Pham started the 9th inning off with a double, although he was nearly out at second because he decided not to slide. Matheny later joked the Cardinals will hold sliding practice early Thursday morning. The Padres then intentionally walked Greg Garcia to bring up Jeremy Hazelbaker, who advanced the runners with a sacrifice bunt. Next, the Padres intentionally walked former Padre Jedd Gyorko to get to Diaz, who was 14 for 23 against Padres pitching this season. Make that 15 for 24. "I think it was the right move there," Diaz said of Wong.Gyorko, who had hammered the Padres in this series. "They were waiting for the ground ball for a double play. I had to make the adjustment and hit a fly ball." The Cardinals tied the game thanks to a 4-run 8th inning that featured an RBI single by Gyorko, followed by a 3-run homer from Stephen Piscotty. The shot to center by Piscotty, his 14th homer of the season, barely made it over the glove of Padres center fielder Travis Jankowski. Padres didn't start because he played 2 complete games in Wednesday's doubleheader. He entered as a pinch hitter in the 6th inning, then stayed in the game and made his season debut at first base. "It's a lot more fun when those things happen and you end up winning," Piscotty said. "It was a great way for our team to come back." Before the Cardinals dug themselves out of their 5-1 hole, they saw one of their team leaders leave early. Holliday took a 95 mph fastball from Padres starter Andrew Cashner off the nose during the 6th inning. Holliday hit the dirt and blood poured from his nose, but he got to his feet and left under his own power. The club announced Holliday suffered a facial abrasion to the nose and upper lip area. His status, per the club, is day-to-day. The Padres pulled Cashner from the game after the pitch. Cashner said the pitch was an accident he felt terrible about. "I hate seeing that," Matheny said. "We got real fortunate. It could have been a lot worse." His beak is a little sore right now. It's still got some blood trickling out of it. Structurally, everything checked out good. No concussion either." Reliever Jonathan Broxton 2-2 got the win for the Cardinals. Villanueva 1-1 took the loss for the Padres. Cardinals starter Adam Wainwright made his 20th start. the Padres snapped his streak of scoreless innings at 18-2, the longest by a Cardinals pitcher this season. Wainwright surrendered 7 hits and 2 runs in 6 innings. Other than Broxton, the Cardinals bullpen had trouble with the Padres. Matt Bowman secured just 1 out and gave up 2 runs, 1 earned, in the 7th. Miguel Socolovich surrendered a solo home run to Yangervis Solarte in the 8th. The Cardinals start the 3-game home series against the Dodgers on Friday. Piscotty's 3-run homer ties Padres. It was supposed to be Stephen Piscotty's off day. Instead, the Cardinals right fielder, playing at first base for the first time this season following his entrance to the game as a pinch hitter, hit the 3-run homer in the bottom of the 8th inning that pulled the Cardinals into a 5-5 tie with the Padres at Busch Stadium. The barely over-the-wall shot to center field off Padres reliever Ryan Butcher was Piscotty's 14th of the season. It came on a 2-1 fastball. It came on Piscotty's 1-year anniversary of Piscotty's Major League debut. Piscotty plated 3 of the Cardinals' 4 runs in the inning. His homer scored Jedd Gyorko and Colton Wong.Gyorko's single earlier in the inning scored Jeremy Hazelbaker, who doubled. Wong's double came later and left 2 in scoring position for Piscotty, who entered the game hitting .406 with runners in scoring position. Jonathan Broxton is on the mound, the 4th pitcher the Cardinals have used in the game. No fracture for Holliday after pitch hits him in nose. The Cardinals are losing to the Padres 5-1 after having lost their starting left fielder due to a fastball to the nose. First, Matt Holliday. The slugger exited in the 6th inning after a 95 mph fastball from Padres starter Andrew Cashner met his face. Holliday hit the ground. Blood poured. Busch Stadium hushed into a worried silence. But soon Holliday was not only on his feet, but arguing to stay in the game. Cardinals manager Mike Matheny instead inserted pitcher Mike Lick as a pinch runner. Holliday, according to an announcement from the club, sustained a facial abrasion in the nose/upper lip area but avoided a fracture. The club set his status as day-to-day. The Cardinals cut the Padres' lead in half during the inning of Holliday's scare, but the Padres tacked on 2 more in the top of the 7th, and another in the 8th. After the first batter in the 6th inning reached on an error by Jeremy Hazelbaker, who shifted to left field after Holliday's exit, reliever Matt Bowman surrendered an RBI double to Alexei Ramirez and an RBI single to Alex Dickerson. Bowman walked another batter before he was replaced by newly promoted reliever Miguel Socolovich, who retired the first 2 batters he faced. The Padres then tacked on another run in the 8th via a solo home run by Yangervis Solarte. His 10th homer of the season came on a 1-1 offering from Socolovich. Holliday exits with bloodied nose. The Cardinals trail the Padres 2-1 after 6 innings at Busch Stadium, though the bigger concern, at least for a few moments, was Matt Holliday's health. A day after pitcher Carlos Martinez suffered from a bloody nose that he said was heat-related, Holliday left the game due to his own bloodied nose that was also related to the heat, in this case the 95 mph fastball from Padres starter Andrew Cashner. The pitch struck Holliday in the face and drew blood. He hit the ground but eventually got to his feet and lauded to stay in the game. Cardinals manager Mike Matheny called for a pinch runner instead, pulling Holliday and inserting pitcher Mike Lick. The Cardinals later announced that Holliday suffered an abrasion to his face and said there was no fracture. Holliday's status is day-to-day, according to the club. The Padres pulled Cashner from the mound after he hit Holliday. Reliever Brad Hand got the final out of the inning, the groundout from pinch hitter Stephen Piscotty, who was supposed to have the rest day after logging to complete games in Wednesday's doubleheader. Jeremy Hazelbaker is in left field now, where he promptly committed an error. Piscotty stayed in the game and is making his season debut at first base. Earlier, Greg Garcia started the sixth inning off with a ground rule double. He scored thanks to Aledmys Diaz's two-out single. Cardinals reliever Matt Bowman has replaced starter Adam Wainwright, who surrendered 7 hits and 2 runs while striking out 8 in 6 innings. Padres strike first in the 5th. The pitcher's duel between Cardinals ace Adam Wainwright and Padres starter Andrew Cashner got its first taste of offense in the 5th inning. It came at the Cardinals' expense. Alexei Ramirez's one-out single to left field scored Ryan Schimpf, who doubled to start the inning. The Padres' 1-0 lead snapped Wainwright's streak of 18 1/3 scoreless innings that dated back to his start on July 3, the longest streak of its kind by a Cardinals pitcher this season. The Padres then doubled their lead thanks to Travis Jankowski's two-out double to left center. Ramirez scored from second before Jankowski was thrown as he tried to advance to third. Center fielder Randall Grichuk fired to shortstop Aledmys Diaz, who beat Jankowski with a throw to third baseman Jedd Gyorko for the inning-ending out. The Cardinals didn't have a hit against Padres starter Andrew Cashner. Yadier Molina singled in the 5th. Pitchers duel in the heat, only thing at Busch Stadium more overpowering than the heat. 94 degrees as the sun starts to go down has been the starting pitchers. Cardinals ace Adam Wainwright struck out the side in the 2nd inning to bring his total to 4 Ks. The Padres' only sign of life at the plate so far was a first inning, two-out single by Matt Kemp. Meanwhile, Padres starter Andrew Cashner also has 4 strikeouts through his first 2 innings. He's yet to surrender a hit and the only ball to exit the infield was Matt Holliday's first inning flyout. The Cardinals have now gone 14 consecutive games without scoring a run in the first inning. Gyorko leads off after Jedd Gyorko show Cardinals infielder Jedd Gyorko, who is starting at third base tonight, will bat leadoff for the 2nd time this season in tonight's series finale against the San Diego Padres at Busch Stadium. "We've enjoyed watching him hit," Cardinals manager Mike Matheny said before the game. "Let's get him up there as frequently as we can. Without Matt Carpenter oblique here, somebody has to hit there. Sometimes it's going to be a reason we can explain. Other times, it's going to be somebody who can get in there and hopefully make something happen at the top of the order. But I think everybody who has watched this series has been extremely impressed with the at-bats Jedd has been able to put together. The Cardinals 50-44 are seeking a four-game sweep of the Padres 41-54 after a successful doubleheader here last night. Gyorko has been a big reason for the recent success. He has pummeled the pitching of the team that traded him for outfielder John Jay this offseason. In 6 games against his former club, Gyorko is 13-for-21 with 6 homers, and he's 7-for-10 in this series, with 4 homers. That was the Jedd Gyorko show yesterday, Matheny said. When that happens, you've got to get him back in there. The manager added Jedd is in kind of a different atmosphere right now than most other players. You have to find a spot for him to keep going like he is. There is opening at third base and he's doing a great job taking advantage of it. Gyorko went 0 for 5 at the top of the order during a June 12 appearance there against the Pirates. Matt Holliday, who is starting in left field, moves back to his familiar 3-hole after spending the last 3 games at cleanup. He went 5 for 11 with 2 homers during his brief stay in the 4 spot. Stephen Piscotty, who debuted 1 year ago today, will be on the bench after playing 2 complete games yesterday. Tough day yesterday, Matheny said of Piscotty. Long day. Just kind of watching how it was playing out at the end. We got toward the end of that second game and saw some of his frustration. Realized this would be a good day to get him one. Adam Wainwright 9-5, 4-15 era is on the mound for the Redbirds. He will face righty Andrew Cashner 4-7, 5-0-5 era. Multiple reports Wednesday said the Padres were hoping to trade Cashner before his start, but no change in the San Diego lineup has been announced. Matheny on Wong's latest slide. Greg Garcia gets the start at second base tonight over Colton Wong, who is 1 for 13 in his last 6 games. He's being tough on himself, Matheny said of Wong. A couple hard outs. You can't tell it's starting to wear on him a little bit. The abilities he has and has shown in the past, they haven't gone anywhere. This is just one of those seasons. And I hope maybe it's just half the season, or take part of last year as well and combine it into a full season, because I see him getting past it, getting through it and saying, wow, I learned a lot from that and I don't ever want to go back. Because he has all the tools to really shine. But he's going to have to get through it. He's going to have to overcome some of the things that are getting in the way of the consistency he knows he should get. Sunday starter still undecided. Matheny isn't yet ready to reveal who will start Sunday's game against the Dodgers, but it won't be a member of the regular rotation due to Wednesday's doubleheader. Matheny said Carlos Martinez and James Garcia are not options. He confirmed relievers Tyler Leone and Matt Bowman are in the mix. Moss's close colon. It looks like slugger Brandon Moss' ankle could be off the DL soon. He took BP on Wednesday and worked in the field today. We're not really seeing him hold back on anything, Matheny said. Cardinals lineup: 1. Jedd Gyorko, 3B2. Aledmys Diaz, SS3. Matt Holliday, LF4. Matt Adams, 1B5. Yadier Molina, C6. Randall Grichuk, CF7. Tommy Pham, RF8. Greg Garcia, 2B9. Adam Wainwright, Padres lineup: 1. Travis Jankowski, CF2. Will Myers, 1B3. Matt Kemp, RF4. Yangervis Solarte, 3B5. Melvin Upton, LF6. Ryan Schimpf, 2B7. Derek Norris, C8. Alexei Ramirez, SS9. Andrew Cashner, RHP.